Hi, and welcome to your Flexible Friday Fit 5 Challenge. My name is Jen. I'm the office manager at Special Olympics Colorado, and I'm also a yoga teacher. And today we're going to be focusing on flexibility with our knight friend behind us. So bear with him in the photo. He's gonna just try and meditate in the background. So again, today is gonna be focusing on flexibility. So the first definition of flexibility is the quality of bending easily without breaking. The other definition of flexibility is a willingness to compromise. So you can take that as much as you'd like with this practice, whether it's physically being flexible, but again, you do not have to be physically flexible to do yoga. Just a willingness to compromise, have an open mind. So with that said, just a couple things I wanted to mention. If at any time you want to pause the video to take a break, get some water, you are welcome to do that, as well as rewinding the video if you would like to try a pose again. But if you don't mind, just try and stay with the yoga practice and the sequences throughout class. And again, the class will last about 60 minutes. The other thing that I'd like to mention is that I may get up throughout class to demonstrate a pose or show proper body alignment so we keep our joints safe. So when I move out of the pose, please try and stay in the pose. And my purpose is to just show you different positions of the pose, safety measures that we take when we're aligning our joints, modifying the pose, and I'll also demonstrate some of the poses for you while you take a break. The other thing I'd like to mention is we will probably do the poses at least 3 times through. That's usually traditional. Some of the poses we might do 4 to 5 times through. So have fun, be patient with yourself. Don't forget to breathe and have some water whenever you need. So I have my mat here. If you do have a yoga mat, feel free to use it, but you do not need a yoga mat to do yoga. The other thing I will mention is called cues that we use during yoga. And these are just more instructions that I'll give you for having a great practice for your yoga today. So the first thing I'm going to mention is drawing your shoulders together. So a lot of the times we're hunched over, our shoulders are tight, our back is rounded, and our chest is hiding. Our heart is hiding within our chest. So the first thing I'm going to show you is to draw our shoulders together. So for tense like this, or shoulders by your ears, I want you to draw your shoulders back together and pull your shoulders down away from your ears, okay? And from the side angle, if our back is rounded, we're sitting at a computer all day, I want you to draw your shoulder blades together. That opens up your chest, your heart is lifted, and you can breathe a little easier. So think about drawing a small pencil between your shoulder blades. The other thing I will mention is the L shape of your palms. So this is the L shape of your palm. And when you're in a pose like downward facing dog or high plank position, which I'll show you, you'll want to press a lot of your weight and your pressure into your hands, into the finger pads, the knuckles of your pointer finger and your thumb. Okay, so that takes weight out of the wrist where we don't want to dump a lot of our weight into. We want to protect our wrists, so that comes with proper alignment. So pressing the body weight into the L shape of your hand. So you might hear me say the L shape of your hand, or press down through the knuckles of your pointer and thumb. So that's all I mean by that. The last thing I will mention is belly to spine. So when we do yoga, we don't want to dump our belly down and sway our back. So when we pull belly to spine, we're gonna pull our torso into itself and tuck our hips slightly to take the sway out of our back and pull the belly up and in. So we're not dumping weight into the belly and into the low back, but we're pulling it up and in, belly button and your spine get a lot closer together. So those are just some of the things I wanted to mention. So let's get started on our mat. And I hope you guys have fun today. I love teaching yoga, so let's get started. All right, so let's come to our mat. into child's pose. So as you come into child's pose, and if this hurts your knees at all, you're welcome to just sit upright. But bring your big toes to touch. Walk your fingertips forward. Forehead can rest on your mat. And just start to breathe here. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. And just settle your hips down into your heels. Pressing into the palms. Remaining in child's pose, start to think about how your body is feeling in this moment. Where is your mind? Where is your breath? Can you hear your breath with each inhale and each exhale? Can you soften the crease in your forehead? Can you soften your jaw and your tongue? Can you soften your hips down into your heels and let your belly just hang heavy for a moment? Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in, breath out. One more deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Press down into your finger pads, coming to a tabletop position. So when we measure that, our knees are hip width distance. You can measure that with 2 fist width. Place that between the knees. That's about hip width. Place the palms into the mat. Make sure shoulders, elbows, and wrists are underneath one another. Take a breath in, look up, drop your belly. And exhale, round the spine, press your upper back to the ceiling. Again, inhale, look forward. Exhale, gaze to your belly button. Few more cat-cows, close your eyes, breath in, look up. Exhale, round the back, press down into the palms of your hands. 2 more. Keep reaching and keep breathing. Come back to a neutral spine. So try and get your back nice and flat. Press your belly into your spine. So we don't want to drop our belly once more. Bring it up, flatten the back. Good. From here, take a breath in and a breath out. And from here, come to your knees for a moment. Face me. Nice job so far. So welcome to sit on your heels or sit cross-legged, however you wish to continue to settle into your space. I like to sit on my heels. Again, draw your shoulder blades to touch behind you and drop down your back. Take a breath in, reach arms overhead. And exhale, hands reach down. Practicing our breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Close the eyes, reach high to the sky, relax shoulders. Exhale, hands down. From here, place your left hand on the mat. And inhale, the right arm rainbows up over your head. You're getting a side body stretch on the right side of your body. Rib cage is expanding, your breath in. And exhale. Take a breath in. And slowly release the hand to the mat. This time, place the right hand down. Inhale, opposite arm overhead. Feel free to close the eyes. Stretch the left side body. Take a breath in. And a breath out. One more inhale, maybe look up. And exhale, release. Nice job. One more breath in together. Reach the arms high. And exhale, release. Good. From here, come back into the tabletop position. Again, knees are hip width distance. Press the palms down. Now straighten the legs out behind you. High plank position. If this is too much for your body, your wrists, feel free to drop to the knees for a moment. Take a breath in and a breath out as you reach the heels behind you. Inhale. Good, nice strong core. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Now lift the hips, downward facing dog. You leave the hands and the feet glued to the mat. Good. Press into the L shape of your hand, the thumb and index finger press down. As you bend the knees, take your down dog for a walk. Gaze through your belly as you drop the gaze. Good. Breath in and a breath out. Again, if that's too much on your wrist, feel free to drop down and take a few more cat-cows. Again, just being flexible with your body, with your mind, and just listening to what you need for your body. Take one more breath in and take an exhale. Good. Fun part, ragdoll. A lot of people's favorites. So take your feet to the width of your mat, maybe even off of your mat. From here, you can sweep your hands side to side or grab opposite bicep and gaze through your legs. Good. Give your head a shake and a nod. So the goal here is to release the neck. We hold it up all day long. And sway side to side like a swing. Just knowing that you have the flexibility to move however you'd like. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good, nice work. From here, plant your palms down and bring your feet to touch. So your big toes touch. From here, take a halfway lift. As we rise halfway, your body looks like the number 7 or the letter L. The goal here, you can bend the knees, is a flat spine. So remember to squeeze that pencil between your shoulder blades. Take a breath in, plant your palms into your shins. Exhale, fold, bend the knees and reach the palms down. Inhale, try that again. Halfway lift, press palms to shins. Bring length all the way from the top of your head through your tailbone. And one more inhale. Nice job. Exhale, let the neck go, shake it out. Good. From here, we will rise and grow up the mountain, rounding the back. Inhale, arms overhead. As you bring your arms overhead, again, take the sway out of the belly and pull the belly up and in. Good. As you come into mountain pose, your arms overhead, and breathe. Good. Close your eyes in mountain pose. Pressing your heels down through the floor beneath you. And softening your shoulders. Take a breath in and close your eyes. Then a breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. From here, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Hands come through your heart center. Thumbs press into your sternum, hands to the mat. Inhale back to that halfway lift like before. Exhale, from here, plant your palms, step the feet back. Take this high plank or come to the knees. Take a breath in, breath out. Back to high plank, inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, drop to your knees, grab a sip of water. Again, like I mentioned, I will demonstrate a couple of the modifications you can make for our famous chaturanga high to mid plank. So have a seat and watch for a moment, take a break, grab a sip of water. So our first option here is to find your high plank. Your shoulders, elbows, wrists are stacked. Feet are hip width distance. Take a breath in and lift the hips, downward facing dog. Other option, option 2, from here, high plank. Exhale, drop to the knees. As you tuck the elbows, squeeze into your side bodies. Good. Inhale to upward facing dog, looking forward. Notice my shoulders are over my wrists. Press into your toenails where the tops of your shoelaces might be. Come to the knees, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Third and final option is high to mid plank. From high plank, inhale. Exhale, come forward a couple inches. Squeeze your side bodies just like before. Good. So elbows don't drop more than 90 degrees. Bring them up parallel. Inhale, upward facing dog. Same thing, shoulders over wrists. And downward facing dog, curl the toes. Lifting the hips and then soften the heels. Okay, so any of those options are available to you. Again, being flexible with whichever option that you choose. Good work. So let's start in mountain pose. So come on up to your mountain pose. Pressing down through the feet, lifting arms up overhead. Breath in. Forward fold, bend the knees, breath out. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, first chaturanga, high to mid plank, option 1, 2, or 3. Tuck elbows to ribs. Your elbows pop up, drop to the knees. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, look to the top of your mat, your fingertips, walk forward. Halfway lift, bend the knees, flat back. Forward fold. Rise up, grow tall, mountain pose, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands through heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back. Chaturanga, high to mid plank. Inhale, look forward, press into tops of feet. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Take an inhale breath. And soften the jaw, exhale. One more time through, look forward. Walk to the top of your fingertips. Inhale to a halfway lift, palms into shins. Forward fold. One more time through, sun A, inhale, reach overhead. Forward fold, hands to heart. Nice job. Hands touch toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, step it back. Find your option 1, 2, or 3 for high to mid plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Bend the knees as much as you need. Try and get those shoulders to touch. Soften the ears, soften the shoulders. Breath in, then a breath out. Good, from here, look to your fingertips, walk forward, halfway lift. Good. Forward fold. Press your belly to spine. From here, come into chair pose. Good. So chair pose feels kind of awkward. Bring weight into your heels, so much so that you feel like you're going to sit back into a chair. Take a breath in and soften the shoulders, breath out. Pull your belly to spine. Take the sway out of the low back. Breath in. Exhale, reach fingertips behind you. Create airplane wings with your arms. Strength in your arm muscles. Inhale, reach high. And come down, hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Grow long in your spine. Exhale, plant your palms. Take your option 1, 2, or 3, high to mid plank. Come to downward facing dog, so your body looks like the letter V. Breath in, and a breath out. From here, press into the L shape of your hand. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Flex the toes towards your face. Nice job. Breath in. And plant it down. Exhale. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Gaze to the back toes. Reach the heel, reach, reach. Breath in. And bring it downward facing dog. Yeah, let's try that on the right side again. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Good. This time, round your back, bring knee to nose. As you step through, a little lunge. Good. In this low lunge, make sure that the ankle is stacked right over the knee. So we don't want to come forward like this. We want to make sure our joints are nice and strong. Here's our low lunge. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Gaze forward so your spine is long. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Engage your belly. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Good. So notice my front knee didn't come over my ankle. Same spot as where it was before. Breath in. Good. Pull your shoulders back over your hips. Good. Take a breath in. And simply open up, warrior two. As you open up to warrior two on the right side, is a bend in the right knee. The back foot is parallel to your mat. So we're not opening up our leg. Our toes are pointing forward. Arms reach out. Arms look like the letter T. Drawing the right knee out, pressing it towards the right pinky toe. You should be able to see your big toe on the inside of your right knee. Find a breath in as you flip the palms open. And find a little bit more depth, more challenge. Be flexible. Nice work. Gaze over the right middle finger. Breath in. Good. Reach the elbow for your front thigh. Top arm overhead. Reaching fingers high. Keep drawing the right knee outward. Pull your belly up and in. Find strength in this pose as you hold. Maybe you start to shake a little. Take a breath in and breathe out. Keep a bend in the right knee. Reverse warrior. Right arm reaches for the sky as you plant the back hand on your knee. You can gaze up, down at the back foot. Feel a shake in the front thigh. You're doing it right. Take a breath in. Good. Exhale. Bring the palms, windmill them down. to either side of the front foot, the low lunge. Step the right foot back. Take option 1, 2, or 3. High to mid plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Reach, reach, reach. Kick it into the wall behind you. Round the back. Step it through, low lunge. This time I'll be facing away from you, but stay with me. Good, in this low lunge, knee and ankle is stacked, just like a tree would be. Nice, strong foundation. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Pull your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, arms reach high, crescent lunge. Good. Take this time to feel aligned. Notice the front knee is right over the ankle. Option also to drop to the back knee if that lunge is too much for right now. Being flexible again, listening to your body. Take a breath in. And then open up warrior 2 on the left side. So again, your back foot becomes straight with your mat, drawing the left knee out. Reaching arms forward and back like someone's pulling you apart. Breath in, breath out. Flip the palms here as you reach forward over the front knee, elbow to thigh. Reach the arm overhead or towards the ceiling. Your left elbow is resting gently on the thigh. Breath in, breath out. Good. Come back to warrior 2. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Back hand softly lands on the back leg. Keep drawing the left knee towards the corner of your mat. Take a breath in. And come on down, hands either side. Nice work. Option 1, 2, or 3, chaturanga. Always an option to drop to the knees or skip it all together and come to downward facing dog. Together, breath in, and breath out. Good. So we'll take that 2 more times through. If at any time you need to stop and grab a sip of water or take a break, feel free to do that and listen to your body. Great job so far. Let's start in downward facing dog. From here, take a breath in and a breath out. Look forward for your fingertips. Walk the feet to meet hands. Inhale, halfway lift, look down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit into your chair, reach arms high. Exhale, airplane wings. Pull your belly button into your back. Inhale, reach high. Bring hands down to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, back to halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, option 1, 2, or 3. Upward facing dog. As I look forward, I press into the tops of my feet. Curl the toes under, down dog. Inhale, press the index fingers and thumbs into the mat. Right leg kicks back. And step through, low lunge. So notice your big toe comes in line with fingertips. Rise up, crescent. Option to drop to the back knee. Breathe in. Warrior 2, arms reach out to a T. Breath in, flip the palms. Reach forward, extended. Side angle, elbow to thigh. Inhale, reverse. Right bicep by your ear. Breathe in. And exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Step right foot back for high to mid plank. Upward facing Shoulders over wrists. Curl the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, kick the left leg back behind you. Now step through, low lunge. Big toe in line with your fingertips. Rise to crescent lunge. Modify by dropping to the back knee. Breath in. Warrior two. Bend in the left knee. Flip the palms. Reach forward. Left elbow to thigh. Inhale, reach the right, left arm back. Bicep by your ear. Breath in. And exhale, hands down. Option 1, 2, or 3. This time I'm going to hold high plank to downward facing dog. One more time through our sun salutation B. Take a breath in and a breath out. Look forward, come to the top of your mat. Your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Sit into your chair, bend the knees. Inhale, arms overhead. One airplane arm, sit back into your heels. Maybe you lift the toes up. Inhale, reach arms high. Forward fold, hands drop to the mat. Inhale, press your palms into shins. Exhale, come back, chaturanga, high to mid plank. Upward facing dog, looking forward, draw the shoulder blades to touch. Curl the toes, down dog. Last time through, inhale, right leg kicks back. As you step through, low lunge. Reach arms high overhead. Exhale, warrior two on the right. Bend in the right knee. Reach forward, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Right bicep by your ear. Full breath in. And exhale, bring it down. Take your high to mid plank. Feet are hip width distance. Then tuck those elbows in. Drop to the knees if you need to. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. And step through, low lunge. Reach arms high overhead. Open up, warrior two. Bend in the left knee. Flip the palms, left elbow to your thigh. Inhale, reverse. Left bicep by your ear. Breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down. Make your way back to your downward facing dog. Option to drop to the knees. Good, come to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Nice job, drop to your knees for a moment. So you just completed Sun A and Sun B of our practice. Good job. Grab a sip of water. All right. From here, let's get back into downward facing dog. Again, if that's too much of a downward facing dog for you, if it hurts your wrists, feel free to come into this tabletop again. Hold for a moment. I'm going to get into downward facing dog. Press the index finger and the thumb into the mat. Take a breath in and a breath out. From here, we'll lift our right leg again, so we've been here before. Press the heel into the wall. Breath in. As you step through, low lunge. Option to drop to the back knee. Otherwise, rise up, crescent. Take a breath in. Breath out. Bring your hands to your heart center. Good. Take an inhale breath. Good. Revolve crescent. Your left elbow twists outside of right thigh. Drop to the back knee for support and a twist. Be gentle as you twist your spine. Good. Everyone's back will be different in flexibility. So just breathe. Bring the top elbow up towards the sky. Breath in and a breath out. Breath in and release. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. So walk the right foot up and out for runner's lunge. So here you can stay on the back knee or rise to the ball of your back foot. Stay upright on your palms or come down to the elbows. If that is available to you, if you feel any pain or pinching, come out of the pose. And again, just being open-minded to where your body's at today. Breath in and a breath out. Good. From here, plant your palms down. Come back into high plank. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, kick the heel into the wall. Feel strong as you press down into your palms. Step through, low lunge. Good. Draw the heel back. Drop to the back knee if you'd like. Reach arms high. This is modified crescent. Take a breath in. Bring hands to the center of your chest. Breath in. This time, opposite elbow, right elbow outside of your left thigh. Good. Notice my top elbow isn't down here. It's lifting up. So my elbows look like a reflection in water. Good. I can stay on my back knee or come to revolve crescent. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. And slowly release the twist. Walk the left foot to the corner and plant the palms. Move around a little, opening your hips for runner's lunge. Nice job. So as long as we keep our breath moving with an open mind, and just start to get lost, connecting your breath and your body. Good job. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Engage your belly. Press your belly into your spine. And send the leg behind you, high plank. Downward facing dog. Breath in. And a breath out. From here, look to your fingertips. Take a walk to the front of your mat, halfway lift. And from here, curl, tuck, tiny ball. Just make yourself as small as you can, forehead to knees. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. From here, drop the heels. Slowly rise back up to standing. Arms reach overhead. All right, from here, we'll take a couple balancing postures. And I do have a chair next to me in case I need a little bit of support. So I just wanted to show you that that is an option for you. So from here, we'll start with dancer's pose, one of my favorites. So from here, inhale your arms up overhead. I'm gonna move this in front of me. Good. So as I reach my arms up overhead, I'm going to hold a tray of drinks. Good. Be a cup of hot tea in my right hand. I'm gonna kick back and bring the arch of my foot into my hand. So I'll show you what that looks like from the side view. Good. So from here, try not to grab the outside of your foot, but the inside. And if you have a towel, you can wrap your towel around the underside, the top of your foot. Good. Bring your knees to touch and stay here for a moment. Good. So if your knees splaying out, draw it in. Stay here, breath in. Finding an inward focus, being flexible if you feel the shake in your standing ankle. If you'd like more of a challenge, in dancer's pose, keep the knees touching, take a breath in, and start to reach forward as you kick back equally. Keep your chest open, shoulders squeezing together. Find a breath and bend the standing knee. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale, nice job. And slowly release. Good. You might not need this chair right now, but remember it's always there for you. So from here, inhale your arms overhead, reach high. Good, and hold that tray in your left palm this time. Good, option to hold on to the chair and kick back and grab the inner arch of your foot. Good. So again, try not to grab from the outside of your foot, but the inside. It's just more of a natural grip. Bend in the standing leg. Take a breath in. Maybe take your hand away from that object if you're holding on to it. Press your belly button towards your spine. Take the sway out of your back. Root down into the standing leg. Side body view. Standing up nice and tall and proud. Breath in. If you need more of a challenge, just start to kick the leg behind you to reach fingers forward. Bend in the standing leg. Your belly muscles are strong and your breath is moving. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly release. Nice job. One more balancing pose to help stay focused, stay inward in this practice. So we'll take tree pose. So standing, this is a great opportunity to use something that you're balancing with. So we'll stand on our right leg. So the right leg is our tree trunk. Take the sole of your foot and place it on your calf, or if you're more advanced, you can place it on your inner thigh. But we never want to press it into the knee joint because we don't want to compromise, we don't want to hurt that joint because it's not supposed to go to the side. So find where your variation lies. Find where you can be most flexible. You can even drop your big toe down to the mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Stay here and take 3 breaths. Drawing shoulder blades back. Good. One more breath in. Good. Feel that balance challenging you and slowly release. Good. If you'd like, you can place the chair on the other side. All right, from here, planting the opposite leg down. This is my left leg. Bring the sole of the right foot to my calf, or again, if I'm feeling more challenged, I can place it on my inner thigh, but again, remember not to press it against the knee. If it's pressing against the knee, drop it down. Drawing the knee outward, drawing shoulder blades to touch, bring hands to heart center. Feel the wobble in the shake. That's normal. That's good. Practicing balance for a challenge. Reach the arms, growing your tree nice and tall into the sun. One more breath in. Nice work. Bring your hands down, release. Good job. Inhale, arms overhead, breathe in. Bring your hands down to heart center. Good. If you have a chair or something you're balancing with, just move it to the side. All right. From here, reach the arms overhead, mountain pose. Then forward fold, hands to mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms. From here, we'll do some spine strengthening exercises, which will really help with your posture and also strengthening your core. So from here, drop to the knees. Tuck your elbows in, drop all the way down to your belly, nice and slow. Feel that strength in your body. Good. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. So your toenails press in. Bring your elbows high like chicken wings, palms down, chin to mat. Breath in and breath out. From here, inhale, lift from the low back. So we're not trying to shoot up like this. We're trying to just lift, little to no weight in your hands. Notice my hands are lifted, tops of feet down, lifting from the low back. Take a breath in and breath out, chin down. Good. Next pose, Superman pose. Bring your palms out to a T. Same thing, press the tops of your feet down. Press your belly button into the mat. Exhale your breath. Slowly start to fly your Superman arms out. For an added challenge, lift the toes off of the mat. So you're flying on the soft part of your belly, lifting from the low back. Your neck is relaxed. Take a breath in. And exhale, release. Place your hands down at your sides and just relax down for a moment. Good. Where are you feeling in this pose? Start to slow your breath down. Notice spaces that feel more open. Good. Relax down in this posture. Take a breath in. And soften the body. Melt into your mat. Breath out. Good. All right, once you're ready, hardest part is coming out of that relaxation. So bend the knees, come up to a tabletop. Good. And from here, we'll come to a comfortable seat. So we strengthened our low back. Now we're going to counter that with a forward fold. So from here, this is one of my favorites. It's called Paschimottanasana, Sanskrit, or seated forward fold. So from here, you're going to sit up nice and tall. So one of the options you have is to plant your feet against a wall, or perhaps a couch if you have one. So you want to find a flat space for your feet. So the goal is to have that nice straight spine, drawing the shoulder blades together, a bend in the knees. Flex the toes, inhale, arms overhead. Then start to walk your hands down to your ankles. Notice in this pose, I try and keep my back nice and flat. I'm still squeezing a pencil between my shoulder blades. I'm not trying to round my heart forward. So lifting the heart up. If you need more of a stretch, you can walk your booty back, straighten the legs, and start to find more stretch in your hamstrings. Good. Flex the toes, breath in, and a breath out. Inhale, breath, and exhale. Good, nice job. Slowly release. This time we'll take figure 4 on our back. So figure 4 is a nice hip opener, especially if you're training for sports. Having open hips is really important for our spring sports, any sport really. So what we're gonna do is place the left foot down and bring the right ankle on top. So if you look at your legs, it kind of looks like the number 4 already. Flex the top toes. Take your hands and interlace your hands behind the left thigh. Good. As you pull back on the left thigh, keep flexing the right toes. Good. Use your right elbow to press it into the thigh, just feeling a nice opening in the right glute butt muscle. Tuck your chin, gaze down at your chest. Take a breath in, pull back, breath out. Inhale, breath out. And slowly release. Bring both feet down to the mat, bent knees. This time switch opposite ankle on top of your thigh. Flex the toes back. That helps protect the knee joint. Take your hands and interlace behind the opposite thigh. Pull back. Good. You can use this side elbow to press down into the inner thigh. Keep both toes flexed. As you pull back, chin to chest. Just relax your neck down. Breath in. Finding more of a stretch as you breathe out. Pull your legs closer to your chest. Breath in. And a breath out. And slowly release. From here, we'll take a supine twist. So nice release of the low back, but be careful not to twist too much. And if you have back problems or you've just come out of a surgery or an injury, maybe today is not the time for a twist. So just, again, listening to your body, being flexible without doing all of the poses. So from here, plant the left leg long. Bring the right knee into your chest. So anyone can do this pose. This helps with cleansing your colon. Good. So on the right side, we're getting into the ascending colon. Little filter for our body. Pull back on the shin. Take a breath in. And slowly supine twist. Bring the knee across and over the body. Good. Good. And from here, shimmy the hips into the center of your mat. So you're stacking your hip joints right on top of one another. Try and glue both shoulders into the mat. If your top shoulder comes up, come out of the twist a little bit so you can get your whole back on the floor. Twist and breathe. Again, if this hurts, come out of the pose. Just hug your knee into your chest. Breath in and a breath out. Good. Slowly, gently come back to center. Hug both knees in. And this time, opposite leg down. Pull the opposite knee into your chest. Eventually, the knee comes towards the armpit. This time, cleansing and detoxifying our descending colon. This is great in the morning. Pull the shin down as best as you can. Stay here or start to supine twist over to the opposite side. Then I'm going to pick my hips up and bring them to the center of my mat so my hips are stacked. Both shoulder blades rest. You can gaze up or away from the twisted knee. Feeling that twist, feeling that flexibility of your spine. Use the breath to soften, breath in, and breath out. Slowly bring your knees back into your chest. Hug your knees in, noticing how your body feels. Give yourself a big hug of love and compassion during these challenging times. Hug your knees in with one breath in, and then slowly release. Coming into a comfortable surrender pose, also known as Shavasana. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Palms can face up to just receive some good energy, that willingness to compromise, having an open mind. And stay here and keep your eyes closed. And feel the belly rise with an inhale. Softening your eyes and your belly with an exhale. Stay here for a few breaths in silence. Feeling the beat of your heart, the rise and fall of your belly like a balloon. And start to breathe a little deeper, wiggling fingers and toes. And rock your forehead side to side. Open, close your jaw. Keeping your eyes closed, roll onto one side of your body, whatever is more comfortable. And just stay in this side body, this fetal position, using the lower bicep as a pillow. Feeling supported by your body, feeling strong. And start to move into a comfortable seat using your top palm to press up, coming to sitting on your heels or cross-legged. Again, sitting up nice and tall. As we carried ourselves through class, strong, flexible, and tall. Take a breath in and a breath out. Slowly opening our eyes. Inhale, 3 breaths, arms overhead. Bring palms to heart center, exhale. 2 more, fill up with good energy. Open your heart. Exhale, hands to your chest. 1 more, fill up with breath and be proud of yourself for making it here to try something new or different. Hands to heart center. Good. Curling the sides of your mouth up. Smile big. Take a breath in. And a breath out. At the end of each class, I bow forward, bringing my hands to my third eye as I salute the teacher and the student, like you, in all things. Bowing forward. Namaste. All right, thank you guys so much for taking some time to come to your mat today. This was my first video taped yoga class, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and maybe we'll do this again soon. And before you forget, go ahead and check off that box on your Fit 5 Challenge tracking sheet for Flexible Friday. I hope you guys have a great evening. Thanks for joining.